We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Come on, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Come on. Here it comes,
First carry for James Conner. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Adam Shaheen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Barrett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I know he ain't got it.
Throwing here. Barrett. This will be caught by Brown. Down he goes at the 23. A pickup of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is Coleman with a grab.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check, 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 check.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got a man. It's the former Titan, Jared Cook. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 49 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill. Check 3, check 3.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 18-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. 54. Pittsburgh. 54. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On 4th down, here's Zane Gonzalez for the Cardinal field goal. This from 36 yards out. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kicker
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On the handoff, here's Lewis running right. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
Watch the screen. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. You can't block me.
From the gun, Barrett. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
It's our time.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A 2nd down run with Lewis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Safe. Check 3. Neutral, poker. Switch. Bravo.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Operating from the gun. Barrett, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Back deep, Golden Tate. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goal.
Davis fighting. He loses the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. Let's see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Barrett looking to throw. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
58, right?
From the gun on 3rd down. Barrett and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
To throw is Barrett. Dumps it off to Lewis. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down. From the gun on third down, Murray is going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
At their own 15-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lewis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Back to throw Barrett. Able to find Shaheen here. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Barrett looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Barrett on play action. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Let's go. Go to base. Come on. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work.
Now Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Barrett, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up. Led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Murray now on first down. That ball complete to Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Coleman on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. It's picked up by the Titans. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes it 24-13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, it's Coleman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 44-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Under 10, 10.
And that'll set them back 5. Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, watch it. Watch twist. Check 4.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 34-yard line.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville, it's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th.
Check it out, Reed. Check.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Shotgun now from Murray. They'll get this into the hands of Bird. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
You got it! You got it! Got it!
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
58, right over there, yeah.
Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Titans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Gaskin. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a throw here to his running back, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw again on second down. Barrett got him in. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll go with the keeper. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, that play seemed well scouted defensively. They collapsed everything inside. Nowhere to go on the quarterback sneak. Now it's going to bring up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and pick it up with Lewis. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Carry here for their fullback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to kick it away. Now it's Tate. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Titan football. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Arizona, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to...